Good morning, Lions, and welcome back to another edition of Lions Live. I'm Ashley, and here's what's happening around the Ridge and in the world on Friday, November 19th, 2021. This weekend is filled with great Ridge sporting events. Our swim team will be competing at West Gwinnett tonight at 7:30 p.m., and our Blue Pride team travels to their state competition this Saturday. Make sure you're cheering on your Lions. President Biden said Thursday night that he's, quote, considering a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing amid ongoing tensions with China. Biden told reporters, quote, it's something we are considering, end quote. The diplomatic boycott would result in the not sending of high-level U.S. officials to events like the opening and closing ceremonies, although it would not ban U.S. athletes from participating, as some Republican officials have demanded. Biden held a virtual summit on Monday with China's president, but the two leaders did not discuss the Olympics, officials said. Oklahoma's Governor Kevin Stitt on Thursday replaced the death sentence of Julius Jones to life in prison without parole due to protests and a last-minute court appeal that argued the state's execution process is cruel and unusual punishment. Stitt's announcement came after Jones' supporters staged days of protest in advance of his scheduled execution, which was to take place Thursday at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. Jones is 41 years old and has maintained his innocence for more than 2 decades in the 1999 slaying of Paul Howell, a businessman from the suburbs of Oklahoma City. Attorneys for Jones filed a motion Thursday to halt his execution based on, quote, important new evidence from the October 28 execution of inmate John Grant, who vomited and convulsed repeatedly before being declared dead. The motion argued Grant's execution provides compelling evidence that the execution process in Oklahoma and the use of midazolam, a controversial drug, quote, poses a serious and substantial risk of suffering and pain to the prisoners, end quote. Jones continues to maintain his innocence in saying he was framed by the actual killer, a high school friend and co-defendant who testified against him and was released from prison 15 years ago. For today's fun fact, did you know that sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins can? By slowing their heart rate, sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. Dolphins need to come up for air after 10 minutes. So take that, dolphins. And now to the weather. For today's weather, we're looking at sunny skies with a high of 61 and a low of 35. Well, that is all the news we have for you today. I'm Ashley, and have a fantastic Friday and a terrific Thanksgiving break.